Hey Eli,
How's it going, Brad?
I want to play Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, spoiler alert. Don't watch this if you haven't seen the movie.
Indeed, unlike most movie games, this actually follows perfectly along with the movie, as far as I can tell. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but Eli Hodep, you're a resident Dark Knight expert.
I saw the midnight, so we'll see.
All right, yeah, but just by looking at it, I'm like, hey, this seems a lot like the movie. So again, spoiler alert. I don't want you guys to yell at me. This is an open world slash closed environment kind of game, a lot like Arkham City. So we're gonna show you quite a bit of the game here, just to kind of get you prepared. A lot of loading screens too. I mean, like if there's one thing this game has going for it, it is definitely the visuals.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say loading screens.
Well, hey, it's got those too, as you can see.
You've played this for a bit since before recording this video. What do you think so far?
I don't like it, and I can tell you why. And it's number one, it's the controls. Number two, it tries to do too much. This is a game that has an open world, that has this storyline, that has these closed environments, and it just
Busy right now, Alfred.
it doesn't work together, you know?
Yeah.
So here we go. We got Batman, and he's all gravelly voiced.
This is Are they?
A petty thief wouldn't have been able to crack the master's safe.
Is this the same voice work?
That's what I was kind of wondering too, because Alfred sounds a lot like that dude who plays Alfred in the movie. I think it's really easy to do.
Hey, I'm Batman. Usually it's the I want to stop some crime, but the crooks. I got a little beat up over the last 8 years.
I mean, they can't. I guess how hard would it be to do a Christian Bale voice?
Not very hard, Eli.
So right here, this is actually the very first level in the game. I figured this is probably the easiest way to present this game to you. It kind of gives you an idea of the open world aspects, as well as like some of the combat mechanics and stuff like that, as well as like what you can do. It's all virtual buttons.
I wonder how much of this is cribbed from that Spider-Man game, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I didn't get a chance to check that out, though. I wonder.
I mean, I played it for a bit, and looks kind of similar.
Does it?
I mean, obviously there's not going to be any web slinging in this, but...
There's close. I mean, he has a grapnel gun, and you'll see that in a second here whenever we get past this this bow
You
zone.
swing around like Spider-Man?
Basically, yeah. I imagine they use the same engine at the very least, because it seems like a lot of work was put into this.
So you started this out. This is the very first mission. This is the start of the game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Very first.
And her name is Selina Kyle.
Batman's so good at figuring things out.
Yeah, he really is.
He's like a detective.
I don't know. I mean, I guess this isn't that spoilery so far.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe.
Well, we're gonna get into the stock exchange a little bit later. So this is a lot like Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. Just kind of timing-based combat, and you can do counterattacks whenever a dude's about ready to punch you, and you just kind of slide into that and just beat up dudes.
This is how it's how Spider-Man worked too, only with like obviously a spider sense mechanic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, in this one, the bad guys telegraph their attack by, for some reason, they do like the Triple H pose. Like they'll open both their arms and show their chest. It's really
cool.
Weird. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you dig Triple H, then you might.
Well, I know that you do.
Yeah,
in a big way,
man.
To say the least.
If I could pick my father, it would be Triple H.
Wow.
I know.
I don't know what that says about... That's a pretty loaded statement.
I think I missed the building, guys.
So you basically got a Spider-Man-like mechanic here with this shooting from building to building thing. Can you do that as much as you want?
Yep. It's all infinite. Here we go. So you can shoot pretty far away too. I mean, this is a pretty hardcore grapnel here.
Need to get to a vantage point.
Yeah, that seems like way farther than your typical grappling gun should be able to shoot.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Spider-Man can fly though, so here we go.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Reminds me a lot of Superman 64.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, this was Superman 64 right here. Fly through these rings. It's the only thing we finished.
Good job so far.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. This slow-mo thing is... Yeah, it isn't normal. This isn't normal. I think they're just doing it for dramatic effect and also to be like, hey, idiot, this is how you glide.
How great would it be if it just said that on screen?
I think it should. You might as well be
Hey,
frank
idiot.
about it.
What are you doing?
Hey, idiot, why don't you glide up a little bit more?
Name's Selena Kyle brought up quite a few hits in the databases. Suspected breaking and entering. Dualized.
I mean, I guess this is vaguely following the movie.
Okay.
Something on her over the past year.
All
Maybe.
right. I'm gonna go see it tonight. Should be a
It was
good time.
good. I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that The Dark Knight was the better movie, but like, how do you follow that up?
Yeah.
Changed, I'm afraid.
Pretty impossible, I would imagine.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sure you know what happens next.
And every
Sorry,
level,
kid.
every chapter and every mission, like however they're dividing it, has cutscenes and stuff like that. And occasionally there's also comic book style cutscenes. I don't get why there's that weird disconnect here. So you get dialogue heavy, action heavy cutscenes like this, and then all of a sudden you get the comic cutscenes. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. It kind of pulls you out pretty quick.
That's strange.
I assume it's budgetary. Because there's one, especially later, and I guess I won't spoil it, I don't know, but I mean, like, it's a pretty elaborate fight scene that they just kind of, like, throw down comic books for some reason, you know, the comic
Would
book
it be
style.
the fight scene with the main villain?
Yes, and actually we'll see the main villain, so I guess, yeah, it's a fight with Bane, and,
Well, I think anyone that's seen a trailer or commercial knows that Bane is in this movie.
what? Here we go. There's Batman.
Kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, you know, how do you explain that to your insurance agent, though? You ever wonder
Which,
about
as,
that?
as Batman or as the car owner?
As the car owner, it's like, this large man dressed like a bat, who is also a criminal, landed on my car, I swear, sir.
Well, at this point in the movie, they still think that Batman was the murderer of Harvey Dent. Remember?
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of weird how it plays out.
Guys with guns are kind of a big deal in this game, FYI. They can shoot you pretty quick, and then you have to buy pills and stuff like that from the in-app store. I'll show you
Really?
that. Yeah, I'll show you that a little bit later. This thing is loaded to the gills,
My mother always warned me about
which is
the
kind of
man who
surprising
lives in
since this,
alleys dressed
I think it
as a
retails
bat.
at $6.99. So
So is this Anne Hathaway here?
yeah, and her lips don't move, which is kind of weird.
When
Yeah,
they
they don't
gave
need
him
to.
Bruce Wayne's fingerprints.
You were at Wayne Manor for the Harvey Dent event, dressed as a maid. You dusted for fingerprints.
I mean,
on
I'm
Wayne
kind of
Manor's
surprised how this is following the movie. I mean, like, obviously it's not like, you know, one-to-one, but
When
they're
it hits,
hitting.
Bruce Wayne and
I mean,
all
that-
his little rich friends
that
are
happened.
left wondering how
Yeah,
much
that's what I was kind of thinking too. Like a lot of movie
That's like-
video.
Almost a direct quote right there. That's weird.
Really? See, a lot of movie video games kind of loosely follow the events and kind of like go on their own way. They tell kind of a side story. And in the case of the Riddick games, which are always the best
Something
movie
to one of the
games,
scenes
they
about the
completely
stars.
like just they acknowledge the
That's
movie's
all I know.
existence, but they do their own thing. This video game appears to me as it's just following the events of the movie, but they're just like creating like scenarios within that.
I'm kind of surprised because it's always kind of seemed to be the case with these movie games. Like at least I don't know. I don't want to call them shovelware, but you know, like just like the third tier kind of game. Like we just need a box on the shelf that has a movie title on it that sells for $50 kind of game.
Right.
Like I've heard that like those. I've actually heard from quite a few developers that if you're making one of those, like you really have no access to the movie.
Right. Yeah.
And it's kind of strange how like a Gameloft game would have, you know, like plot points in it.
I'm guessing they probably paid a few dollars for this. Maybe they worked that out in the contract. Kind of a small taste of the open world here, and I gotta say, it's like one of those empty open worlds. Like I've played games like this
Night,
before.
and it's raining.
Yeah, like Shadow of the Colossus, and I know that's a bad one too. But anyway, that world was open, but it was also like terribly empty. There was just nothing to do. In this game, though, there are random like encounters with thugs, and I guess we'll go take these cats out. Just dudes hanging out, getting beat up by Batman.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very Spider-Man-y.
Okay. All right.
I mean, like all the Gameloft kind of beat 'em ups all have like this same, like exact same camera angle, same kind of like, you know, combo system if you'd call it that.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I think it's good that the overall design of the game isn't like as rhythm based as like the other Batman games are. Just because like it would be way too hard with these virtual buttons. You know, another thing too is like that dude's blocking a lot. You have to jump over him. You have to actually hit the jump button. So now you're using like 3 different buttons while you're fighting. It just gets kind of tough because
Yeah.
also because you use your right fingers also to rotate the camera. So now you're babysitting the camera, hitting 3 different virtual buttons on your screen. Like it's kind of rough.
Yeah, I feel like these kind of games always kind of suffer the most from virtual controls because on an Xbox controller you just be rocking your fingers between the 2 buttons
Exactly.
easily.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman.
So I assume that these credits that you're getting are used for the in-game store.
Yeah, there's 2 kinds of currency in the game, and the gold coins you can use them to upgrade like specific instruments that are on your person. There's also SP points, which also do about the same thing. You can also buy like special upgrades. Like for example, I'm using something that gives me I think 40% more experience points per kill. Or not kill, but incapacitation.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Batman doesn't kill.
We're about to. Yeah, I tried to knock a dude over the ledge earlier today. Like I was just beating him up right beside a building, just seeing if I can knock him down. But this is the first level right here, like the first like Batman Arkham Asylum inspired level. And in fact, you're even on like what is a gargoyle ostensibly. So
Interesting.
How's the situation?
it is, but again, like just because of the whole virtual controlness and maybe because of some points of design that are kind of sloppy when compared to like a AAA style, which is understandable. But I mean, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
which is a problem.
That's kind of typical of Gameloft games, I think, to some extent.
Yeah.
Nice. I met up with Stryver. I've got the finger.
I actually died in this once too, so hopefully I don't embarrass myself.
The themes of like I don't even know. Oh, this is very Arkham Asylum-y.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Interesting. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, the AI seems a little dodgy though. They actually get like, and the physics aren't so great either. They seem to get alerted pretty quickly. So like I'll be beating dudes up here, then like guys 2 floors below are like, "Hey, what is that?"
And then you rocket back up to a gargoyle, and everyone's like, "Where'd he go?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, that happens almost immediately too in this game. Like as soon as you push the grapple button, everybody's like, "Where'd you go? Where'd he go?" And you're actually flying right past them while they're saying that, just hanging out, being Batman. And that's annoying too. Like right here, this hit your iPad on the door specifically instead of hitting one of these buttons that we provided for you.
Do you get the in this game? Do you get the pervasive themes of financial inequality?
Yeah. Actually, at the end of the first chapter or whatever, you get that whole spiel.
Like that, I thought that was so heavy-handed in the movie. I imagine it's 100 times worse in the game.
It seemed like it. Bane's a different kind of guy.
See, I think that you should go for Bane in your workout goals.
I think I'm bigger than Bane, unless he pumped up, like, or unless they make him look bigger in the movie.
I mean, I guess proportionally, yeah, but he's like 6.5 feet tall or something.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Dude's like 8'5", and here's a hacking minigame, actually different from Arkham Asylum, a little bit easier. It's like Pipe Dream or whatever that game's called.
Nice, good job hacking.
You gotta save some hostages here. That's kind of the point of this level. You're not a hostage. Let me punch you in the face.
I like how this you can just see that you're just doing nothing but mashing this button.
Yeah, there's no rhythm to it.
You're just absolutely just jamming that thing.
What's crazy too is like I'm taking hits even though nobody's hitting me, and that's the thing that keeps boggling my mind as I play this video game. Is like nobody's punching me in the back, but I'm getting hit in the back. Like I don't.
Kind of a bad moment.
Well, this is weird.
Access your personal and private accounts and make a series of, let's call them, questionable investments.
What?
And these parts are pretty easy. Like it's just like the dudes with the guns you really have to watch out for. And like the bad thing is like the only way you can really take care of those guys in an easy way is to use your batarangs, which they're you keep the same amount of batarangs between levels. Like you actually share that amount. So if you run out of batarangs, you're kind of out of batarangs until you find some more, or if you buy them from the store.
It's kind of interesting how quickly they're like cliff notesing the movie here. Like that whole conversation. I mean, that happens, but it's like a more drawn out scene. Not like, oh hey, gonna call him a bat phone. Hey, got no money.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that while I was playing this. You know, the first time I was like, hey, that's kind of a weird call to take right now. And it seems pretty... Hey, by the way, you're not a billionaire anymore, bro. It's just telling you.
Yeah, but... Keep quiet. Stay close.
For some reason, this guy wasn't saved when I saved him. Uh-oh. Maybe if I come back around. Alright. Afraid I was gonna catch a glitch there.
Getting you out of here.
No.
Good job.
His bat ears seem a little short, by the way. Are they short in the movie?
I don't know. They seem normal, I guess.
Alright, good.
Went to one of those places that serves food last night to see the movie. It was
How
cool.
was that?
It was cool.
Alright.
It's kind of distracting, honestly, but
Yeah, do you have to listen to people eat? Like, can you hear them over the movie?
not really. It seems like they turn the movie up louder than it normally would be.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because that would just drive me nuts.
The
If it's not a baby, it's the drinks rattling that just drive me nuts in movie theaters.
oh, well, you wouldn't like this then. I mean, that stuff doesn't bother me, so whatever. But the dude that sat to my immediate left had this absolutely massive Android tablet that he was using as a phone.
Oh god,
It wasn't the Galaxy Note; it was something bigger than that. He
really?
kept sliding it into the front pocket of his cargo shorts, and I was like, God damn, that's impressive.
It's also impressive the guy paid to see a movie to check his cell phone.
Yeah, well, he was on his stupid little tablet like the whole movie.
Great.
Because like what happened was he apparently ordered a black bean veggie burger, and they brought him a actual beef burger.
Uh-oh.
He like took a bite into it and made this like massive scene.
Oh no. All right. Well, I can kind of understand making a scene. I mean, that's a pretty big screw up. You know, those things are pretty good opposites.
I guess.
So, you know, I just alerted, like, everyone in this building, by the way, just by knocking out those two dudes. So, I mean, this is kind of what happens. Like, I've noticed as I play this game is that, you know, as soon as you accidentally, you know, if you can't sneak up on dudes, which is hard because, you know, virtual buttons, then you're going to just end up alerting the entire place at once. So you just have, like, this one massive fight between 10 dudes who are all waiting to take their turn to get beat up by the Batman.
See, that's what kind of killed me about like the and I don't know how Arkham City is because I haven't gotten very far in that, but Arkham Asylum kind of killed me with that. It was like you'd be surrounded by like 14 dudes and they'd all just be waiting as you fight them one at a time.
Yeah, exactly. Arkham Asylum is City is a little bit more fluid with that kind of stuff. You really float between dudes a lot more, so maybe it's not as annoying. Kind of like Assassin's Creed, how everybody takes a turn, but you know, steadily as that game was iterated on, it started getting more crowd control-y as opposed to just one-on-one.
Kind of vaguely excited for Assassin's Creed 3.
It should be pretty good. I mean, I like the direction they're going in. You know, it just really depends with their side quest design because it seems like the studios that handle that game get really into the side quests and they're super like monotonous though. You know what I mean? Like it's the same like
totally.
4 things and you just want to die whenever you do them. So there you go.
Be a red box.
There you go. See, that's perfect. That was a level right there. We knocked one out, and I just want to show you the open world kind of aspects, also the vehicle aspects here. So you get a little bat cycle. Like I don't know what the name of it is. I forgot. The bat pod.
That seems legit. Bat cycle. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Bat bike.
Yeah, bat bike. It'll just kind of show you the city a little bit, and I think you'll get a good sense of how barren it is, which you know is a shame. Like if you're gonna make an open world, make an open world. I mean, I get the limitations here that are in play, but at the same time,
Is it still in the garage?
you know,
nearby?
you got to do it if you're gonna do it.
It's now.
Good. I'm tapping into the traffic cam system to keep an eye on these guys.
Oop.
Oh.
Here we go.
Tapping into the traffic cam system, huh? So
Batman's
can you
traffic.
drive any car, or...
No. This isn't Grand Theft Auto. You have to. I don't think. Here's your car. It got dropped off right there for you. Really hard to control. I'm just gonna say it.
Can you do the like crazy sideways move that they do in the movie?
No.
I don't know. I thought... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what people think as more people see it. I don't want to comment on the movie too heavily.
So here's a little bit more. I'm gonna show you some of the city here.
Oh,
Hanging
you're
out.
bad at this game.
Dude, you do not understand how hard this is to control. There's a car. Check it out. Batman does not fall off this motorcycle, which is a nice touch because in Grand Theft Auto, if you touched anything, if the wind hit you, you were off that motorcycle. Go down this little tunnel. Oop.
Oh, good going.
Oh god.
So what do these two buttons do here? You obviously have gas, brake, and what's the other one?
Get off. Yeah. Oh no.
What do you do when you're stuck sideways in a tunnel?
I think you hit quit usually. Here we go. I'll do the Batman
Back
thing.
it up.
Yeah.
Batman back up.
This is how Batman would roll. But anyway, I think that's a good taste. I mean, just know what you're getting into. And here's the tech shop, by the way. Let's show you that. So you can buy a lot of special stuff here, including maps that show you where everything is. Your character stuff, so you can actually like increase your glide time and things like that with those coins, which take forever to get. I've been playing for 2 hours. I don't have enough coins to handle that. And your consumables.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
The special stuff can all be bought with real money. Everything else is like that fake currency, but you can buy more of that fake currency. So
Interesting.
there's the Dark Knight. I don't know. What do you think of it, Eli?
It seems it's a Gameloft game. I mean, that's
Yeah.
That's basically all you can say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like if this seems like it's up your alley now, I mean, check it out for sure. Or else, I don't know. Don't.
Yeah. Always that option.
True.